friends, welcome to 30 Inks 30 Days, day 18. I prepared a tiny bit before starting this. Go me. Again, I'm having to film this a little later in the day today, so the lighting not as bright, blah blah blah. It's as good as it's getting. So here's a look at yesterday's splat for Aurora Borealis. Quite lovely. I'll turn the page. Today I started by picking an ink that I liked the look of. A pen, and I picked this one. This is Little Pen Designs Burton. And for the ink, I wanted to get to this one, and it was out on my, that's a pretty good match. So, Birmingham pens. California Raisin. Raisins are not that color, even in California. I just want to say. I'm assuming that the Birmingham pens folks haven't traveled much from Pittsburgh. It's the only way I could understand this. Or maybe they were taking creative liberties, but who would ever do that? I like this ink. It's pretty. Let's see if it has also changed color. That'll be interesting to see. I didn't sleep very well last night, and I think it's because I was sore from a long walk I took yesterday. And so today I took another long walk because you just got to get your body used to it, sometimes. Sometimes the pain is a good sign to stop, and sometimes it's okay. Mine is just muscles saying, why are you walking up such steep hills, girl? So it's all right. My body will figure it out. It'll remember what it's like to walk up hills. But it is still warm, and thus not sure how wise the walk was. But it gave me an excuse to eat some potato chips afterwards. Gotta replenish those salts. So, let's do this. Do y'all remember the California raisins? Heard it through the grapevine. They weren't this color either. I think it's better if I do this one first, because then the way the paper feels isn't as... Birmingham pens. So when I started seeing my partner, did I tell you this story? Well, if I did, you're hearing it again, so apologies, I guess. He had a bunch of bath bombs, and I was like, oh, nice. And recently, when he I used a bunch of them. He would always take a bath, use a bath bomb. And I was like, oh, nice. He likes bath bombs. So I was thinking, we're out of bath bombs. Maybe I'll buy some. Bath bombs are pretty expensive. So I thought, you know what? Maybe I will buy the supplies to make, because they're easy to make. If you don't know that, they are quite easy to make. There's water on the back of this. Dag nabbit. So I looked into that, and I'm pricing it out. I got a cart full of stuff, and I say something to him about what scents he prefers and so on. He's like, I don't like to take baths. I'm like, but you had all these bath bombs. You were always trying to get me to take a bath. He's like, yeah, because I had the bath bombs. I needed to use them. I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm not buying bath bombs. Then just now I was But Maria, you can have a bath too. So I might buy some bath bombs. Gosh, I hope, well, it's fine. Just put me on a list is what I was going to say. Birmingham. Pens. California. Raisin. This is my little pen designs. It's the only one I have. This writes like a B. Easily amused. So last night, since it's the problem with the heat right now is that it's not actually getting very cool at night like it usually does. So for dinner, I was like, let's cook on the grill so we're not heating up the house. So we did that. Except for I also was then like, but let's make caramelized onions. But that's not much heating up. Tonight, I think it'll be rice and something because I have a rice cooker. So that won't heat up too much. What is your go-to hot weather dish? Is it like in the name of keeping your place cool? Is it because you want to, it's what you really crave in hot weather? So I'm curious about this. 30 inks, 30 days. My partner was like, let's have cold soba noodles. And I said, well, you can have that. I don't particularly like cold noodles. And that goes for like pasta salad. I don't like that either. It's just not my jam, you know? He said, no, we won't. What is your thought? What are your thoughts on cold noodles? Inquiring minds. I forgot to mention, we just started Hispanic Heritage Month. And as I film this, today is Mexican Independence Day. So for work, I made a coworker did a bunch of research and like came together with some musical recommendations to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. I added a few and I just made a playlist of them. You know, it'll be nice to like listen to that. Rodrigo y Gabriela, if you don't know them, check out their Tiny Desk concert. It's an at-home Tiny Desk, the one I was watching. Okay, that's not the one. This is the one. California Raisins. Let's make this look like a raisin, okay? Well, does it look like a raisin yet? Well, it's not going to being this color now, is it? Hey, this is doing the separation thing on the lines. Can't touch it. I really want that to happen. Stop trying to make it happen, Maria. It's not going to happen. Put this under here so it doesn't bleed through. Has the Hobonichi dried? It has. We can do the calendar together. The yearly, monthly. It's a month, Maria. Smaller than a year. And I love this color. I ordered 2 inks from them my first time ordering. This one and Eroded Bronze. And I chose well. I liked both of them. Do you have any inks from Birmingham Pens? You know, if so, what's your favorite? I do like this Pennsylvania steel that I just got. Was that what it was called? Well, you know. The one that I literally just did the other day. Last week, the 9th. Slate? Here, it's over here. Let's check, Maria. Let's check the tape. Yeah, Pennsylvania slate. Now I second guess myself that I wrote it correctly there. Whatever. This is lovely, and look how similar it looks to that one. Strange. Strange. Beautiful. I'm getting some pink in there that we didn't get. This is so gloppy on there. I don't. Okay. Let's call it good. Let's call it good. It's good. All right. That's it for today. Hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Bye.